Hey. How are we all doing, people? How are we all doing? Welcome back to another stream, another day, another obviously day in the world of crypto, and another day of Bitcoin price action. So, welcome. Thank you for joining me. And yeah, let's get into it. Of course, need I not remind you, but please do drop a like on the video, get it going. Shits and gigs, you were first today, mate. Climbing up the ladder, aren't you? Climbing up the ladder. Nick, how we doing? And Firewatch, great to see you. And obviously anyone else that is watching in and behind the screen, thank you very much for joining me today. It's an honor to host you. And yeah, let's, I suppose, before we do anything else, let's get into it. Let me just try and, I don't know what's been going on with my mouse of late. Yeah, it just doesn't seem to be working. There we go. Is it working now? Oh, there we go. It's working now. Happy days. Yeah. So, I mean, we've had another push up on Bitcoin, haven't we? We've had another push up on Bitcoin. Obviously, we bottomed out here, just below 115k yesterday. following FOMC. And yeah, we pushed up very nicely, obviously, all throughout the night and then into Asia session. And we did top out just below 118k, and we've dropped back down towards 117. So as you can see, Bitcoin is still putting in some higher highs, though, isn't it? You know, it's still, despite obviously not really being able to break out properly, it is putting in some higher highs. Now, obviously, the main thing will be, does Bitcoin, you know, break back into this region here, or are we going to get, you know, a proper breakout, maybe a retest of just below 117 in and around here? But are we going to do something like this, you know, or are we going to just simply just fade back in? I think, you know, this will be a key point for Bitcoin as to what comes next. I am very, very keen to see the reaction in and around this area here, should we get there. I'm hoping that we can get there, because that will be quite pinnacle for me to see the price action in there, if we're going to get continuation to all-time high, or if this is going to be the zone where it slows down and we fall off. But yeah, we will soon see upon that. Jeff, oh, thank you very much. It's and Gigs, best channel in the world, mate. Thank you very much. I'm honoured for you to say that. Thank you. Jeff, how we doing? Gaza, what's good, mate? What's good, Gaz? ETH looking to break back soon. Washing up, no major. Yeah, you don't need a maid, mate. You don't need a maid. Keep yourself active. Keep yourself active. You know what I mean? Anyway, yeah. So let's take a look, obviously, at this ETH. Yeah, I mean, really, let's obviously go and do some updated PA on ETH. Look at ETH's PA. So you can see this area here, obviously down towards the 4,420 region. We have used that as support twice, after it being obviously consolidation and then led to the impulse higher. So that has been used as support once, twice. So that is pretty good support now. Obviously, we maybe don't want to go and test it again, but yeah, that is now obviously what you would consider great support for ETH down below there. So we've obviously got getting some form of resistance up here, which you would expect. Obviously, this was where we sold off from on Monday. So obviously, yeah, that is obviously acting as resistance. And then apart from that, obviously, low time frame wise, you know, we're probably coming up in towards maybe this bit here next after that. So this is obviously just looking at the 1 hour. If you look at the 4 hour daily, whatever, we may be looking at something different. But I think, you know, low time frame wise anyway, yeah, obviously we need to get above here and then heading towards this grey zone. And then I think if we get above there, we should then obviously be on track to at least go and test out the other resistance, which is lying ahead for us, which is obviously in and around the 2021 all-time high. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of a testing time, I think. I mean, obviously it's pretty key. If you look on the 4 hour, you know, you may be able to deduce that what I would say is this is, if you like your patterns as well, you know, maybe you could say inverse head and shoulders forming here with obviously, you know, the neckline up here, which then, you know, if you measure that, could take us pretty much back up towards, you know, obviously testing this kind of 4 hour supply points that we've got up here. So yeah, there's plenty of work for ETH to do, that's for sure. But obviously, as long as Bitcoin remains frothy, it's got every support and chance that it needs to go and break out. That's for sure. But yeah, I think I mean, it's doing all right, and it's regained above here, which was obviously acting as big resistance for a while. So that's a positive sign. But in general, we do need Bitcoin, obviously, continuation for anything bullish. I'd like a French one, preferably. Oh, hey up. Well, mate, get yourself back to France then. Get yourself. You was talking about moving to Spain yesterday. Get yourself back to France. Lost my audio. Is it back? Is it back? Is the audio back? Get yourself back to France then, mate. Get yourself a little chalet. Never mind a little villa in Spain or something. Would you rather have a French maid or a Spanish waitress though? That's the thing, innit? Let me know in the chat. Save saying he wants a French maid. Would you rather have a French maid or a Spanish waitress? Let me know. Yes. Oh, we're back. Very good. Discipline, how we doing, mate? Great to see you as well, legend. How have you been? Let me know in the chat. Are you guys bullish or bearish from here on out? Do you think we're going to go up or down? I'm just begging that we at least get above 119k so I can at least have a crack of a short. I don't know if we're going to get it or not. French maid, I hate cleaning. Spanish. Yeah, but you're also assuming that. I mean, are we working on the basis that this person is working for you, or as some sort of lover? I think that's the thing, innit? Is she actually going to be doing that job? Because obviously, I suppose then, yeah, the Spanish waitress you probably don't need like much for, because I mean, I don't think really making a cup of tea or getting a drink or getting some dinner is anywhere near the effort as, cleaning, washing clothes and all that jazz. So yeah. I'll tell you what I haven't done. Just wait there. And I keep forgetting to do this. I keep forgetting to put my studio light on in this new office because it's already pretty well lit. But I think that does just about brighten things up a little bit. I think, I don't know whether you noticed any sort of difference at all. Spanish, both. Well, yeah, why not? You make enough money, why not have both? Una camera, por favor. Camara, I don't know what that means. Let me see. Look at this. This is where we can really where we can do some groundbreaking technological advantages. One waitress, please. All right, okay. Save breaking out is I don't know. Was that French? Was it French or Spanish? I don't know. Maybe Spanish for the Spanish waitress. Might lose 117k now on Bitcoin. At what price would you go short if we can't hit 119k first? Personally, I'm not really interested in shorting it from anywhere around here. Don't get me wrong, maybe you're looking at the chart and maybe you can identify something, but for me, I'm just not interested in shorting it here. If you look on, on the daily, I am mostly interested in shorting it in and around this region. For me, you can see it best on the 4-hour. Yeah. And basically what that is then is, if you notice, obviously from on the way down, on this ladder down that we got, we've basically taken out now all of the highs apart from this one and this one, and then apart from that, obviously then it's just all this from the drop from all-time high. So then that would be basically all liquidity ran, apart from obviously then running the all-time high when you're looking at it on a 4-hour point of view. So for me, that is where the max risk reward is running this high and getting anywhere around 119k. I'm very interested. Even if it's wrong, you've got very good invalidation there, in my opinion. Say for instance, it comes in there and you decide to go short. Let's just say you're able to get in somewhere around there. obviously, your invalidation could be 121k. It could be, obviously, depending on how tight you like to keep your stop loss. But I would probably give it a bit of room just in case it spikes. But, even there, even at just under 122k, you're running at a 2% stop. And from there, obviously, if we reject from there, we are basically just in one. You've kind of just got one trading range again, haven't we? Just one trading range. So it might take a while, but you could target down to 113k from there, which would give it an R of 2.75. Now, obviously, you could tighten that up a bit. You could tighten it down to 121, which would give you a 4R trade. But if I'm looking to short this from here, personally, I'm looking to do something probably it's not the exact one because I'd have to see, obviously, close to the time, but I will be targeting like a deeper flush down probably towards 113, I think. And then from then on, probably looking to get long towards all-time highs. So something like this is ideally what I'm hoping for. Yeah. And hopefully then getting in on a short, then getting in on the long, and then riding it to all-time high through October, November. But we'll see. Yeah. You always brighten my day. Oh, thank you. Got my entry on Bitcoin around 115,214 yesterday, but was hoping for a huge pump to around 121 as my take profit. Okay. Yeah. Anything can happen, can't it? Yeah, anything can happen. Personally, I'm not planning for 121. I could be wrong, couldn't I? We'll have to just see if it gets there. I'm looking for just anything under 120, but above 119 to enter a short. No hablo español. My Spanish sucks. Same. I can't even remember really any Spanish apart from hola. Finally got a 1 hour green background on Crow this morning. Okay, we'll have a look at that now. Apart from the volatility yesterday, I don't think we got any major... No, we didn't. And it's because there was no surprise, was there? There was literally just no surprise. So, why would the volatility come from no surprise? It was massively the expected outcome. So why where would the volatility have come from? The volatility would have come from a 50-point decrease. Then we would have saw some fireworks. Like, where is Crow on this list? Where is it? I feel like it's there it is. Let's see. Yeah, to be fair, actually, Save. Basically, when me and you was on yesterday, that's kind of basically marked what may be the bottom in it, because the price was in. I think the price was in and around kind of this point yesterday, wasn't it? It was around the 23 cent mark. And on the daily structure, to me, that was looking quite decent for a U-turn. So yeah, I hope that has marked the bottom. It's built a nice base low time frame, so hopefully, mate, because obviously I want you to get your $2 price mark, so you can buy me something nice, yeah. So let's see. What was it that you was going to buy me? What was it you was going to buy me? What did we say on stream yesterday you were going to buy me? Oh, it was a new foot massager, weren't it? It was a new foot massager. So yeah, I'm hoping it gets there. Oh, look at Wormhole go. Wow. These guys announced something yesterday, didn't they? But as you can see now, if you look at Wormhole, we are now testing and potentially breaking above daily resistance. As long as we close the daily anywhere above here, we may have broken this out of this formation here, which then obviously we could be looking towards at least towards here, which would be a very nice pump for it. So if you bought in obviously anywhere in and around here, that's already a 50% gain. So yeah, big up the Wormhole, big up the W's in the chat. Borg, interesting. Got to nearly 40 cents. Still pushing on. Be interesting to see what happens with this, whether it runs out of momentum or not. Look at that. Look at that. So this is what I put this in the CSE newsletter a few weeks ago. It might have been about 2 weeks ago now, about hyping obviously this, you know, ascending looking triangle. Now obviously it's basically nearly gone. You know, I gave it a potential price target of in and around 62. You know, if you were using obviously the ascending triangle, now it's got to basically 60. So, you know, if you would have entered obviously on a break of resistance anywhere above 50, it's basically just gone up only since then, hasn't it? So that's good to see. That's good to see. But yeah, that's like old analysis now, so we can at least get rid of that. But it has gone to target. What I would say is pretty key how hype forms this daily candle here, because at the moment it's not looking too nice. But I mean, Bitcoin is looking to push on, isn't it? Bitcoin is maybe looking to push on, and we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see what we get. It's not actually too far away from this region, to be fair. When's the TMG Thailand party? I go every winter. Oh, do you? I don't know, to be honest. I don't know. You'll have to ask him. You'll have to ask him. Is he hosting one? I don't know. I know nothing about that. You'll have to pop in and ask him. You'll have to pop in his stream or tag him in TMG Trenches or ask him in the CSE Discord if you're in. A new maid. Are you gonna? Do you mean you're gonna get yourself a Thai maid? Is that what you mean? I've never been to Thailand. I've never been. Shits and giggles. How many years have you been going out every winter? How many years have you been going out for? "12 years, bloody hell, that's a long time." I go all over 4 to 6 months every winter. I'll start in India this season first, then to Thailand. Oh, nice, mate, nice. That's good. That's good. So, are you what do you do then, shits and giggles? Are you like full-time trader, full-time investor? What's the crack? If you still like, do you work online or something? Like, obviously, I mean, it's absolutely superb to have that freedom in it. So, yeah, really nice, really nice. But yeah, let's see. I mean, yeah, everything's just kind of keeping up in it. I think moving into... Oh, look at Sol, actually. Oh, Sol's looking pretty interesting. Let's see what Sol... Oh. Yeah, so Sol's regained its strength, hasn't it? From obviously being down here. Yeah, Sol has regained its strength. I mean, look at that. Yesterday, it closed higher than them. So really, the only thing it's coming into contact with is this. Sol could be... I mean, when you look at it like this, obviously, depending on the price action over the next couple of days. But Sol could really well and be truly on the route towards this this zone here, which is interesting. I mean, there's nothing really much, is there? You know, you can kind of outline a couple of positions, but yeah, there's not really much. I'm keen to see what happens with Sol now. I didn't actually take notice of anything that from when it all closed last night. So yeah, I mean, that's a good daily close by Sol. That's a good daily close by Sol. So we'll see what happens. But I mean, it looks like the strength is continuing after a routine pullback there. Looking for another long on Bitcoin around 116,593. I tell you what I am interested in is Pepe. Now, I was looking at Pepe yesterday and I'm pissed because I was looking at it like down here. Show you. I was looking at it in this kind of consolidation zone that it had got, yeah. So it was like down here somewhere. It was like 10.8 something. But Pepe, if you look on the daily, I mean, still, we're in. Let me just get rid of some of these. Hang on, because I haven't refreshed the Pepe chart in a while. This still stands though, from what I'm looking at. This still stands. You've still got this grey point. What I will do is I want to shorten this down and move it down a bit into there. Yeah. So for Pepe, I want to change this up as well. Let's change this up. Yeah. So for Pepe, we're kind of obviously just stuck in this zone at the moment. I wish I would have obviously gone long on it earlier, but what I would love is obviously just a run as far down as possible if the market can push down. If the market can push down, I would love a run down as far as possible. But when you actually zoom out on Pepe, let's get rid of these downside lines because I don't think we're going to go and take these out now. I think, you look at this on Pepe and we're getting some real big daily compression now, aren't we? You can see there's not really much volatility in there. I think we could have an explosive move on Pepe soon. I'm not sure where I want to get in. I would have liked to have got in yesterday, but I just didn't want a position going into FOMC. But Pepe has been one that obviously we've had our eye on for a while and just kind of had it charted. As you can see, it's not really gone anywhere. But I think this is one where obviously we could see, while, the other memes like Altcoin and maybe SPX and others, maybe the attention has kind of died down away from that. It's been a long, long while since the attention has been on Pepe, isn't it? Let's see what it looks like on the weekly chart. I mean, yeah, you can see like basically kind of this again in it, but over here, just, compression. And yeah, I wish I would have took a position on it yesterday now. But yeah, I'm keen to see what happens. I mean, I suppose it all depends what will happen with Bitcoin. It will all depend on what happens with Bitcoin. If we can get a Bitcoin drop, I'm ready to position on Pepe anywhere down here if we can. I kind of just don't want it to go without me, but I don't want to position here at the top of the move. So it's a bit of a difficult one. Kind of relying on Bitcoin to maybe come up first and then drop down again and then maybe getting on Pepe. But Pepe could be one that I look to position on for the rest of the year. I own no real assets, but I feel free and happy. Well, that's the main thing, mate, isn't it? The thing is, as long as you're happy, I don't think it really matters what you have. Whether you have a lot of money, whether you don't have a lot of money, whether you have, a really nice car, whether you have just a car that you see as a runaround, whether you have a 5-bedroom detached house, whether you lived in if you live in a terraced house, whatever. As long as you're actually happy in life, I don't think it really matters because, there's no point in if you're spending your time being unhappy, then that is just shit, innit? You're never going to get the time back. So as long as you're happy in life, I don't think it really matters. But yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'm very interested on Pepe. I mean, I don't have a lot of maybe the memes on here. I don't have loads and loads of the memes. Look at Brett. Brett's doing well. The thing with Brett is, now maybe a lot of us have been asleep at the wheel a bit on Brett here because it was down here yesterday. If Base are going to actually do a token, if Base are actually going to do a token, then maybe, just maybe, Brett is potentially, one of the best runners going into Q4. As you can see again, just deep compression on Brett. And it does look good, doesn't it? It does look good, I suppose depending on where you draw this trend line, but maybe is it coming in? Maybe is it coming in to break this trend line now? Yeah. But with Base maybe doing the token and Brett being on Base, if they do release that, there's a lot of that maybe liquidity flow into things easily accessible on Base like Brett and stuff. Yeah, I'm keen to see what happens with it, but I mean, it's like comfortably like a 4x, isn't it, back to all-time high. But I think, Pepe, I mean, I think that's another one of the ones where, you could see at least a run to all-time high, if not obviously higher. I'm going to be patient with memes, and just if we do get some sort of harsh dip on Bitcoin, say if we do go up here and then come down anywhere towards 113 or whatever, I think memes will be probably what I look to buy, as opposed to being long on Bitcoin. It is just easier to have money. Oh yeah, I mean, money makes everything easier, doesn't it? US jobless coming in lower than expected. Expected 240, actual 231. Nice. Oh, how we doing, Shawnee? Great to see you, mate. Great to see you. Yeah. But we'll see. If I can get in at some point before the end of September, then yeah, I would like that a lot. But yeah, we'll see, won't we? Is Lark Davis the campest straight guy in the world? I have no idea. I have no idea about his sexuality. I don't know. I wouldn't even if you asked me, I wouldn't have been able to tell you. I don't really know much about the guy, to be honest. I don't really know much about the guy at all. I haven't even actually watched any of his videos, so I don't even know what he sounds like. But I'll take maybe your word for it, Sean. Jobless maybe less than expected, but I'm majorly spooked why the report 6 monthly demand from Cheeto the other day. Yeah, I'm not sure. He is married with kids, I'm pretty sure. All right, okay. I don't know then. I have no idea. Yeah, I don't really know a lot about the guy. Never really followed him that much. Know a little bit about him, just general stuff. Like I think he's got one of the biggest newsletters, and newsletter lists and stuff like that. And I always see him posting, because I do actually follow him on the Stonksy one. Just that, but that's it. Just follow him. Never watched any of his videos or anything. But yeah, interesting question. But unfortunately, I can't give you an answer. What I'll do for you, Sean, is I'll go and watch one of his videos at some point before next week. And yeah. I'll do that for you, mate. I'll do that for you. I'm not too sure what we've got to look at. What's going on pre-market? So Nvidia has actually retraced the drop-off that it had yesterday following the China news, because it has invested $5 billion into Intel. Apple, Meta's up a little bit pre-market. So yeah, majority of the Mag 7, if not all, are up, I think, apart from, yeah, Apple is just slightly. Which obviously transpires because in futures anyway, the S&P is at its highest ever point, which means the S&P 500 will be opening at its highest ever level today. Unless, obviously, we dump below here within the next 55 minutes. But it is set to have its highest ever open, which is pretty significant, isn't it, when you think about it? It's pretty significant. So, yeah, there is that as well. Take that to the bank. Lovely guy. Camp as Xmas yet married. Some people are, though, aren't they? I think you get a lot of people like that, and it may just be like the personality, mightn't it? Like you do. I kind of know what you mean. If it's kind of what I'm thinking about, where someone just comes across as camp, but obviously they are straight. Just a bit flamboyant in it, yeah. Just a bit flamboyant, maybe. But yeah, I'll go and watch one of his videos just for you. Just for you, Sean. Some of y'all need to meet more people if you think Lark is the campiest straight. Says Nicholas. Yeah, again, I can't really comment, but some people are just like that, aren't they? You do just get straight people that are just a bit flamboyant and a bit out there, which is fine. Which is fine. Just people being themselves. Just people being themselves, innit? But yeah, obviously moving into it's gone off. Moving into what I was going to pull up was obviously October's meeting by the Fed. It is massively priced. I think it was about 85% when I checked before the stream, that there is scheduled for another 25 basis point cut in October. So the next Fed meeting is on the 29th of October, which will be the second to last meeting of the year, and then the one after that is on the 10th of December. So we could get 2 more Fed cuts this year. We could get 1 more. We could get 0. Who knows? We could get larger cuts than expected. It's going to be a bit of a roller coaster, but it sets it up nicely, obviously moving into October, November, doesn't it? It sets it up rather nicely. Pump is quite interesting. It is just stuck in a range now. I mean, Pump is, literally in a very, very nice trading range. Yeah. I mean, I suppose it depends again where you want to draw it. Do you want to draw it down there? Do you want to draw it in and around here? I'd probably draw it there. That looks good to me. But yeah, I mean, just support resistance. Now, the question is on Pump, is this distribution or is this reaccumulation? That is the question, innit? I'm gutted about Pump. I really am. I remember longing it on stream when we was down here, and I just wasn't patient with it enough. But as you can see, just longing it down here, would have returned just beautifully, wouldn't it? That would have returned 159% all the way up towards 170-ish. So that would have been absolutely beautiful. I've just realised as well, no one told me. I'm on the wrong side of the screen again. I'm on the wrong side of the screen. Why did no one tell me? What's Lark? It's a person. It's a person called Lark Davis. On it's just like an influencer slash. Yeah, I suppose you could just classify him as an influencer. KOL, whatever you want to call him. Yes, James, how we doing? I couldn't stop laughing last night when we raided your chat and SWC got upset. SWC. I think he just thought that it was being like botted. I think he just thought that the stream was being botted. Yeah, he didn't know what was happening. I think he thought the stream was being botted. And then obviously I think he was just putting people on timeout. He was in the chat before, but I don't know if he still has. But yeah, he was just protecting my name. I think he just saw everyone starting to abuse me and just thought, right, well, you know, this isn't on, which is good. It's good to know that someone will take action upon, you know, your name being dragged through the dirt. Yeah, he just didn't know what was going on. I think he thought it was being botted. Yeah, good friend. Exactly. TMG was not protecting your name at all. I know. What else was there? What else was there? There was Dave had small balls. There was Dave is poor. What else was there? What else was getting slung about, dragging my name through the dirt? Go on, let me know. SWC knows you have massive balls. Well, everyone should know that, really, just by watching the stream. Everyone should know that just by watching the stream. Now, whether they're shaved or not is obviously a different thing in it, but you know. TMG is far richer than you. You have small balls in your paw. Well, everything is true on that, apart from I have small balls. I mean, no shit. TMG is far richer than me. Yeah, that is, yeah. I mean, to be fair, I can only imagine what Save was thinking, just suddenly seeing the chat filled with abuse being hurled at me. I bet he thought, bloody hell, like, who has started botting the stream? It's so funny. SWC was safeguarding, not TMG. The only reason I subscribed, you should have been subscribed to me anyway, or do you mean you subscribed to TMG? Which one? You're only poor if you're not happy. Of spare change helps. Yeah, well, that's it, isn't it? That's it. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. If you want me to drop a Solana wallet in the chat, more than happy for anyone to take, you know, to take donations for anyone. If anyone believe, you know, it takes TMG's takes TMG's comments and wants to throw a little something my way, that, you know, that's fine with me. That yeah, let me know if you want me to drop a Solana. It would actually be pretty funny. Imagine if I just go back to him tomorrow and go, oh yeah, do you remember everything you was telling the chat the other day? Yeah, by the way, I just dropped the Solana wallet in the chat and just got loads of money dropped to me by the viewers. Cheers. That would actually be so funny. Have you followed along with his 10k to 1 million challenge? As much as I can keep up with, yeah. As much as I can keep up with. Sometimes I do miss the messages because I'm working. Like, for instance, now on stream, you know, I won't be able to check that Discord for, you know, the best part of 2 hours, maybe over. But yeah, the pump one was kind of, obviously, like, I know he long pumped, didn't he, from kind of around the same area. I was looking at it anyway, but obviously while mine was open, it did follow on a little bit. I just didn't keep it open as long. But he's been doing a great job. I think he's up to 250k or something now from 10k to, so like a 25x. Might be 250. I know it's over 200 anyway. I like the sound of Wiz's 100 to 1 million. Oh, yeah, don't we all? Isn't it funny now as well? Everyone that was coming into the chat yesterday saying, calling me poor and stuff. No one has come up with the, yeah, go on, Dave, drop a Solana wallet in there. You know, no one has said that, have they? No one has said that. Yeah. So, yeah, it's interesting. It's good to see people backing up their abuse in it. You know, everyone should be at my feet now, going, oh, go on, Dave. We'll sort you out if this is true. We'll sort you out. I might just single-handedly ping you a Solana address, James, while you were one of the main accusers. And what you can do is you can just continuously keep dropping money in, and I'll tell you when it's enough, and then I'll take that as an apology. You just keep dropping money in there, and then I'll say, right, okay, that's enough now. I accept your apology. Who's abusing you, Dave? I got your back. Yeah, Jeff will lock you up. Jeff will lock you up. He'll taser you. Oh, it's all in good spirit. I think one of the guys that jumped in yesterday thought I was being serious when I said thank you for the abuse. I think he must be just like a regular viewer of TMG and maybe not been into my stream that often. And I think he actually apologized for it. So I just said it's all in good spirit. Like, I don't think he kind of knew my sense of humor. I put like, thank you for the abuse, and he said sorry. Yeah. If I super chat, will you get it, or will TMG? TMG. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't think the Stonksy channel makes much anyway. But yeah, anything that is monetized goes to TMG, not me. Since obviously it's his company. But I'll drop you a Solana wallet. You can personally drop me a super chat, and I'll wait for it to drop in, and then I'll read out whatever message it is you want. 50-50. No, it won't. No, no, it wouldn't. It would. To be fair, I don't actually know what the Stonksy channel makes. I can't imagine it's a lot, if anything. But yeah, I think it's pretty hard to, like, you have to get a lot of viewers, I think, on YouTube, to start making some, like, obviously, you know, like decent money. I think that probably the easiest platform to grow on and the easiest platform to make money on is probably TikTok. I think that is probably the easiest method to obviously gain a following and obviously make money, because, you know, once you're over 10k followers, I think you're monetized, aren't you? I think that is probably the easiest way to make money if you're looking to make money on social media. But yeah, But yeah, what should we move on to next? What's this? What have I missed? You should stream on Pump. I've thought about it, to be fair. I have thought about it. Yeah, I have thought about it. I think there is possibilities on Pump, because I think if you just do something stupid, like, I saw someone yesterday, like, and it was just two people, and it said, we are lamps until, like, you know, and they give something stupid like 10 mil, don't they? But their market cap had gone up to like 500k or something. I do think like there is the possibility where you just think of something stupid. Like I'm trying to think in my head, like if you just put something on your head, like a costume or something, you just say like I'm a chicken or something until 1 mil. Can you imagine how much people are making who are pulling 50k views on live streams? Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I think like well, obviously, you know, if you get big on any platform, you make a lot, don't you? But obviously, like the big people on Twitch, Kick now as well. Kick's a big streaming platform, and I think, you know, the big ones on there are making a lot of money. Obviously on YouTube as well. I'm not exactly sure what it is, because obviously YouTube's a bit different, isn't it? I think obviously some of them get paid to like actually stream, where YouTube you probably just get paid up based on your ad revenue and stuff. But yeah, it's a mad game if you know, obviously if you get big enough. Pop down spoons, Dave. I'll ping you a pint. Oh, very noble of you, very noble. Speaking of that, do you have a pump trade or a spot position? No, I wish I did. Bloody hell, what a trade that's turned out to be. Watched that Tim Pool yesterday, and he had 80k watching his live stream. Was thinking to myself, how much must he make for that? A lot. Can you imagine? I don't even know who Tim Pool is, or what type of streamer is he, but a lot. Suey. Yeah, we'll have a look at Suey now. You'd think he'd buy a new hat. I don't know who Tim Pool is. Let's see, Suey. Suey is probably the exact same. Let's see. Yeah. It's literally just the exact same. The thing is, Suey just needs to break back above 412 on the daily. And from that point on, as long as it doesn't get trapped like it did here again, then it should have a pretty slick route towards $5. I mean, don't get me wrong, there may be is the chance for it to do this, liquidate above there, maybe come back down there and do something like that. But basically, as long as it reclaims here and stays above, I'm bullish on it towards $5 then. And then from there, I think it's just kind of towards all-time high in it, yeah. So you've got $5, and then you've obviously got the the all-time high, which is less than 10% above that. But you know, when you look across there, you can see exactly resistance, 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 deviation over, and just obviously just nuke straight down once it gets back below resistance. So this is just a key level, you know, this $4.12 on the daily. You could even turn it, you know, if you're someone that likes your zones, obviously I know I do as well, you know, you could even turn it into a zone if you wanted to give yourself some more room, you know, maybe wait for it to start climbing above 425 or something, whatever you want. But yeah, I think obviously this is kind of the area. Before then it starts to work towards $5 and maybe all-time high. Until then, there's nothing really much. I mean, if you want to trade it low time frame, obviously it's formed, you know, a decent range kind of in this area, hasn't it? You know, if you want to trade it in this area, or, you know, if you want to extend it down, but whatever, you can obviously do that. But, you know, the big move is obviously going to come once we get above this daily resistance. Tim Pool is an American right-wing commentator who has already been outed as funded by Kremlin. For some reason, that doesn't matter to his viewership. Right? Okay, Nicholas. Yeah, I've no idea who he is. He wears a beanie all the time because he is bald. Just joining. Hey, what's going on, Dunder? Yeah, I've never heard of him. Never heard of him and never seen him. Don't know anything about him. Don't know. I mean, but that is, what was he live on? What did he get 80k viewers on? I mean, yeah, 80k viewers. My God, that is a huge viewership in it. I mean, yeah, you are making bank one way or another with that. Whether you're on YouTube, whether you're on Twitch, whatever. Massive money there. 80k viewers. I can only imagine what you're pulling from that. Your life is better for it, trust. I mean, I don't know. I have no idea. I can't really comment. YouTube, God, yeah, still. I mean, it's huge viewers that. What is your side of the world's view on the Charlie Kirk situation? I mean, I don't really know. I don't really know. I would like to think, obviously, that most people are horrified and disgusted by what happened. Is what I would like to think most people are. Obviously, just someone getting that done to them, no matter who you are. But you do have these people who are, obviously far left, who have obviously been like mocking the situation and stuff, which I think a lot of them have obviously had a bit of payback, haven't they, with people like kind of showing their employers, people finding out who they are and showing their employers, and obviously them getting sacked for it, which is, obviously a consequence of it. But as in general for the UK, I don't actually know, to be honest. I couldn't really tell you what the majority are. I would like to think that the majority are obviously horrified, and it's just a bit, it's just sad, isn't it? Really, a guy with a young family, regardless of what you think of his views, no one really does, no one deserves to die over their political views. You can disagree with them and have a debate and stuff like that, but then violence is another thing, isn't it? It's my opinion anyway. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, there is people over here, you'll have probably seen it now. I don't know whether they're paid actors or they are genuine people, because obviously, there is a lot of paid actors going around protesting things, probably all over the world, really, obviously opposing things, with the placards and stuff like that. Now, I don't know whether these people, obviously anti-Trump, while Trump's over here for a couple of days, obviously anti-Trump people, and again, I don't know whether they're actually genuine people or whether they're paid to do that or something. I don't know. But yeah, I imagine maybe, maybe them people are, maybe the people that, may lean to the other side. But yeah, I think it's just sad, and it's obviously really, really not nice to that to be done to someone's, to someone's dad, no matter what you think on the political views. Is my opinion anyway. Just as obviously, a human being and what have you. But yeah, I don't know. I don't actually know, to be honest. Most of what I've seen, Jeff, is obviously just people from the US commenting. Most of what I've seen is obviously the people from the US commenting. I've not really seen that many. There is a couple of creators on TikTok that I follow that have commented on the situation, and they've basically provided the same thing, the same outlook of just basically having a human outlook on it. But yeah, I don't really know. Most of what I've seen is from US people and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. I remember one of the largest Twitch streamers made like 100 million a year from advertising gambling websites. My God, really? That is insane. Yeah, well, I don't know if anyone remembers, but obviously in 2023, when Rollbit came up from the ashes and just went absolutely huge, they was obviously given a lot of promotion and stuff. I can't remember what the Rollbit coin went to. I don't actually think it went that high, but it did. It done like 100x. I think it may have gone to like 500 million. I don't know if it went close to $1 billion. I can't remember, but it went pretty high, but not like as high as obviously like some memes and just general stuff go now. But obviously that went from like 5 million maybe or 10 million to that. So it did like near enough 100x. And obviously they was obviously you just seen them everywhere all over CT, didn't you? Delta. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I think the world now is definitely becoming a lot more politically intense, isn't it? The world is definitely becoming a lot more politically intense now. That's for sure. Is that still a thing? It did go for it. Yeah, it's still active. Yeah. Another one that I saw when it was like a few mil for an Insular, I followed it but never got in. Rollbit down to 132 mil. Yeah. The thing with Rollbit is they do actually just keep like putting some of their revenue into buying and burning. So let's see if they've maybe provided an update at any point. But they are, I'm sure they've burnt like 60% of the supply or something now. So I don't know. So it does seem like they're still active, sponsoring stuff. Let's see. I don't know when they would have last done it. Let's see if we can just scroll down and if there is anything to say. Obviously, and the thing is as well, trading on it is another thing that a lot of people forget. In it is like you can actually trade on Rollbit too. So that's probably a lot of their revenue source. Let's see. Can we find? There we go. 12th of September. 12th of September. So they bought 25,000 hourly revenue. Look at that. Hourly revenues. Look at that. They're making like nearly over 100k an hour. Over 100k an hour. But so far, they have burned 61.38% of the supply. So I'm guessing it's maybe a little bit higher. So it does just seem like they just keep buying it and burning it. So, you know, at some point, may there be a really big supply crunch. I'll follow that actually on the Stonksy account. May there be a big supply crunch on Rollbit? I don't know. Let's go and see where the price is. I think the main issue with the Rollbit token is it's not on. I don't think it's on any exchanges. I think that is like the biggest issue. I mean, if it gets listed on exchanges, then you know, God knows what could happen to it. Let's see. 7-day chart, 1 month chart. Let's go to the year chart. So, oh, look at that. The 30th of June. Bloody hell, it crashed to 3.3. So we go to all time. I mean, yeah, look at where it was. You know, look at where it was. It went on to do 100x, yeah. 100x it went to do. But yeah, look at that. So like, you know, towards the end of 2022, you could have grabbed it and it did do 100x, like, you know, 10, 11 months later. But I mean, what an opportunity that was. But yeah, I mean, you know, to be fair, it's not actually that much, is it? It's like a 3.5, no, 4, yeah, around about anywhere between a 3.5 to 4x to all-time high. But still, it's not a big market cap, is it? Even from there, you know, that would take it towards $500 million, and that's it. But if you look, it's literally not on any exchanges at all. And I don't actually really know the reason for that. I don't really know why that is. But you can only imagine what would happen to it if it started to get to, you know, getting listed on exchanges. Could it go to $1 billion pretty quickly? With the supply crunch, then maybe, yeah. But you would imagine just over time, they're just going to get to a point where they are just literally just sending it themselves with continuously buying it once that liquidity is obviously just sucked dry from the sell side. I mean, what an opportunity that was down there. But yeah, obviously, if you have a look over the past year, you know, it went all the way up to like 13 cents and then obviously crashed all the way down here in June. And then it's kind of around the same level that it's been for majority of the past year. But yeah, interesting coin for sure. Make sure if you haven't, drop a big like on the stream. People. Let's get it going. Tell you what I'll do now is I will set the poll up. Right, should we carry on? Shall we carry on? Thank you to everyone that's joined. We are nice view. Oh, and tell you what, that is great. That is great. 16 likes. Can we push this towards 20? Is there anyone that is watching that hasn't liked yet? If you are one of those people, please do scroll down and drop a like. But yeah, we're just waiting for US Open, aren't we? And make sure you vote on the poll. So we had 5 votes so far. Not a massive discrepancy. But yeah, just kind of waiting to see what Bitcoin's got in store next. We're just waiting, aren't we, to see what Bitcoin has got in store next. I mean, Solana looks great, doesn't it? This is just kind of waiting to push past here. You know, you got we got this area, haven't we, which it's trying to maybe grind up to. You know, yeah, it's got this area that it's trying to grind up to, but apart from that, it's maybe you know, we could see maybe Solana up here. The thing is, if Bitcoin does go towards 120k, with how strong Solana is, that could easily maybe pop it up towards here. Howdy, Steve. How was your party last night? Well, yeah, it was nice. It wasn't a party. It was just a meal. Yeah, it was just a meal. It was just my brother's birthday meal, and it was nice. Yeah, it was nice. I was able to join the stream. Oh, I was able to join the stream as well, like 20 minutes, 25 minutes later or something. So it wasn't that bad. Yeah. I'm keen to see what type of reaction we're going to get today. I'm keen to see what type of reaction we're going to get. Yeah, it was just in time for Team G. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah, we've already crossed over that. Yeah. Oh, look at AVAX. I think AVAX is probably my biggest mistake, because we was literally just watching this, wasn't we, for ages? We were just watching this coil up into this point of resistance, and there was just ample opportunity, wasn't there? Like even last week, you know, to just get in anywhere on AVAX. And you know, that is like a 34% gain, and I don't think it's going to stop there. You can easily see it going towards 40. I mean, yeah, it's just expansion, and this is probably, you know, obviously, like we've covered, this pattern here is on a lot of altcoins. They might not be compressing up towards resistance yet, but the kind of range formed on the daily since February is on a lot of altcoins. You know, Ton could, you know, could Ton be up next? I do actually kind of fancy Ton, to be fair, the way it looks down there. It's I think actually, yeah. Do you know what? Ton looks pretty good, to be fair to it. I think Ton looks quite good. I think it's, you know, two announcements on Ton, and you know, you could see it doing an AVAX, couldn't we? Up towards there. I think Ton's something I'm going to maybe go and entertain a long on. To be honest, not financial advice, but I do think, you know, again, kind of just building compression, isn't it? It's just building compression, and it's maybe just waiting for its time. But yeah, looks all right. Looks all right. Asta, why is everyone talking about this coin, Dave? CZ tweeted about it. So I believe, don't quote me, if anyone's got a better analysis of it, then let me know. But I believe this is like a DEX that, you know, is aimed to compete with Hyperliquid. Now, the reason that it's gone so high is because CZ tweeted about it yesterday. Well done, good start, keep building. And as you can see, the price was at 1.7 when he tweeted. The price is now at 4.5, so it's basically tripled, almost. And it's still only at a $746 million market cap. If you compare this to NYX, which is like over 3 billion market cap, whatever. I mean, who knows? The only problem is I have no idea where you buy this. I think you can only buy it like actually on this exchange. Which how you get money onto there, I have no idea. Because I believe if you go on markets now, BingX. Apparently you can buy it on BingX. But look at the difference in price. It's got like a 20% premium on BingX. So I believe maybe we could have a look at this together. Let's see. Astadex. Let's see. So it's on BNB. Oh, it's also on Solana. So you can actually go and buy it on Solana. You just obviously have to connect to the DEX and then have USDT in there. But I think if this gets any major dip towards 20 or something, I may entertain in buying that. But it needs a dip for me. I mean, when I saw it yesterday, it was at like, I think it was at like 3.5 or 30 or something when I saw it yesterday. It was at $500 million market cap, whatever that would be. It's currently at 750 basically. But yeah, I mean, I may entertain airdrop. Claim your Asta. APX token exchange airdrop. Claim your Asta. No idea what the qualifier for that was. We're distributing 8.8% of token allocation to community members who participated in the Asta airdrop. Well, yeah, that wasn't me. But yeah. There you go. 1001x. Well, you have to trade at 1001x. Leverage 485x to 1001x. Holy hell. Why would you want to do that? No, you don't. Bloody hell. The leverage is here. I was thinking that was USDT thing. So the leverage is here. Bloody hell. Can you imagine going up to 1000x? Like, how are you even supposed to trade with that? That's like a 0.01% liquidation or something. Or 0.1%. Yeah, 0.1%. I mean, you can go on the leverage. Yeah, but that's basically what it is, and that's why it pumped. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know if I would buy any or what. But yeah, that's where it is. I mean, if it got a dip, if it dipped like by 50%, then maybe because of obviously who backs it, but I don't know. I don't know. Did anyone else see that? Did anyone else see that? I was looking at it, and to be fair, I didn't even look actually how to buy it. To be fair, Steve, I've only just looked. I didn't even know where to buy it. But yeah, there we go. Right, what I'm going to do now is, because we've got 10 minutes to go until US Open, I'm going to quickly run to the toilet, which take me a couple of minutes because it is downstairs in this building now. But yeah, what I'll do, I'll just leave the Bitcoin chart on. Yeah, I mean, would I buy some of that Asta? Maybe, I don't know. I'd make if it goes down by like 40-50%. If it goes, I mean, to be fair, I probably should have just bought it yesterday at 500 million. You know, I'd be like 50% up basically. I mean, look at it, keeps going on. I don't know. It might not even get a dip. Maybe yesterday was the time to do it. But, yeah. I mean, you know, you look at Mix, you look at whatever. I mean, this has been basically endorsed by CZ now. And this is, I believe, CZ's thing, YZI Labs. So, yeah. There we go. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to go to the toilet. So we'll leave this on. And I'll be back in a minute. Don't go anywhere. Right, I'm back. Steve-O, I heard the call before CZ, but I had no clue how to buy. How? Where? Who gave you that? Oh, mate. You probably... I bet that's like a 10x now. Oh, mate. If you ever get a call like that, let me know, if you don't mind. If you ever get a call like that, will you ping it to me? And especially if you're unsure where to buy, I'm normally good with doing the detective work on finding where to buy things like that. You know, that literally took me 2 minutes to find out where to buy it and how. Oh, mate, whoever gave you that has got some serious alpha. Will you kindly drop any of that to me when it comes through? Would be much appreciated. I've got a lot to pay for in Q4. Doing a house renovation, so any calls like that would massively help. 10x, yes, please. Yeah, crazy. I mean, this thing just seems to keep. Look at that. It's at 49 cents now. Unbelievable. So I seen it probably. I can't remember what time. I think it was last night. Don't tell me it was in like the 20s. I hope it wasn't here. Actually, I tell you what, because I remember when I seen it, I sent it to someone. Let me check what time it was. Yep, 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. So it was around here. So it's probably 30 something. Probably 30 something. But I mean, that just looks like it's going to keep going, doesn't it? So annoying. So annoying. I will do, mate. It was from America. Oh, well, whoever's got that has got serious intel. Now, I tell you what, Steve-O, whoever told you that, I seen something yesterday saying that moving into Q4, there's going to be a fair bit of this, of big promotion coming on some coins. You know, for example, what we've just saw on this thing, you know, just going from there all the way up. So keep your eye out, and I'm guessing whoever's got the alpha on that might have the alpha on the next thing, because apparently there's going to be there's going to be a lot of this coming through, particularly by big bat things like that. So hopefully they've got something else, because I would love something like that. That'd be bloody brilliant. I mean, yeah, look at that. So it only come out the gates trading yesterday. And the thing is, this could comfortably do another 5x from here, couldn't it? This could comfortably do another 5x from here. I'm annoyed that I didn't buy this yesterday when I just saw it here. It wouldn't be up much, but you know, coming in a few days, this could be, who knows? Who knows? Let's have a look at the poll. We'll close the poll now. 15 votes. The majority of people think we're actually going up today. If you haven't already, please do drop a like on the stream, and I'll drop some links in the chat. Obviously, they're all in the description, but I will drop our 2 non-KYC exchanges. Obviously, BLOFIN, Staple, everyone knows that, and the latest one, which is KCEX. There's 2 videos coming on KCEX to the channel next week. Anyway, let's carry on going. We've not got long. We've got 2 minutes to go until US Open, so do get excited. Do get excited. I can't believe that. I mean, really, looking at it, should have just gone and can you long it? Surely you can long its own coin. Or can you not? No, you're not even long it. You have to buy it. I wonder if they're going to release perps eventually on it. Yeah, I don't know. But there we go. Yes, Kev. How are we doing, Macy? How are we doing, Kev? There we go, we're open. Where's my bell? Oh, I've got the bell. The bell's under there. We are open, people. We are open. Open for business. And Bitcoin has been climbing into the open as well. It has been climbing into the open. MSTR looks pretty interesting to me. It seems to have leveled off quite well, doesn't it? MSTR seems to have leveled off quite well. I mean, if you look at it on maybe a 4-hour view, I mean, was it worth a punt down here? Maybe, yeah. But I mean, this could. I would look, yeah, maybe like to buy this. I don't know. Thing is, if it's even going to go back towards its July high, this thing, that is a 35% gain. Anyway, let's go back to Bitcoin. So surprise, surprise, we're dropping on open. Surprise, surprise. We are drooping on open. We're drooping down. Down, down, down. We're drooping down. But yeah, Steve, I still can't get over that. I'm going to be thinking about that all day now, Steve. The fact that you got the Asta call before CZ posted it. Holy hell. Oh, look at it go. Oh, bloody hell. There's just going to be like zero pullback given on this, isn't there? There's just going to be like zero pullback given on this. I mean, more fool me. You know, more fool me from wherever I seen it. If it was around there, that would be a 60% gain now. I was thinking we drop more. What's with this? I think we could go up first before we drop. I think we could go into this region and then drop back down to like 113k. And then maybe go up from there. Maybe that is like the origin of like the proper rally. I'm not sure. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I'm thinking we could kind of do something like this, like, because this is a big liquidity hotspot. This, I'm thinking we could do something like this, like, is what I'm thinking, but I'm a bit unsure. If we do get up there, I will be taking a trade on it. But until then, did you long it? No, didn't. No. From that point on, from that Asta one, no, that's where I was looking at it last night, because I didn't see it at first, and obviously it had already pumped massively by the time I saw it. But even now, it's still like 60% up from where I seen it last night. I mean, look at it go. I saw it here at 9 o'clock, so I missed all this. You know, if you got in, if you saw, what time did CZ tweet it? Just got a timestamp. 5:58. So he tweeted it there. You know, basically in between these candles here. So look at that. Seems like he tweeted it and no one really knew how to get it. And then obviously then it started to go at only 8 o'clock. So that's a big gap in it. You know, there was like 3 hours there basically to buy it where he tweeted it out. Holy hell. And all you had to do was go and connect a Solana wallet. Oh, man. So annoying. But yeah, there goes Bitcoin anyway. Carrying on up. Yeah, I mean, it's looking like it wants to carry on up, doesn't it? But yeah, I'm very, very keen to see this area. I don't know if I'll take much notice of Bitcoin though. I may just start building a position on TON, because I do really like the look of TON. Obviously, it's just within this range, isn't it? It's not even really that much up from its low there. It's only up like 33%. Yeah, I'm interested in TON, so I may build a position on it. I mean, it's kind of just doing its own thing, isn't it? So have a look on the weekly. I mean, yeah, it's kind of just doing another this, isn't it? Where it consolidated ages for here and here, and then just went. So yeah, keen to maybe explore TON. Oh, look at it go! Oh, oh my god, this is ridiculous. This is gonna torture me now. 70% since from where I saw it. Anyway. Oh, holy hell, look at Bitcoin go. Holy smackaroonies. Holy smackaroonies. Do do do. Mitchy. Mitchy. Oh no, wrong one. Yeah, we'll see anyway. It's getting a nice push up though, isn't it? It's getting a nice push up. I was trying to log into thingy. I do want to start taking a position on ton, like. Man, problem is, it's up like a couple percent already, isn't it? Yeah. It's annoying. It's what you call annoying. I've got to just log into BLOFIN so I can go in long ton. Where is it? Come on. I'm going to be probably treating this as more of a swing position as well, by the way. Why is that not working? What? Where's that just gone? Oh my god. Never mind. I'll do it later. I was trying to do it on stream, but never mind. I don't know whether to do it. I don't know whether to wait or not. I don't know. I do want to kind of build a position on it, but I might just wait, because if we end up falling down again, I'll get a much better entry, of course. Rather than build one, you should just no. That I'm gonna start behaving now. That leverage behavior is out the window now. This is ridiculous. Yeah, that leverage thing is out the window now. Not doing that anymore. Going to be more sensible. 10 to 20x. Getting some absorption now, aren't we, though, after oh, bloody hell, that thing is ridiculous. We're getting some absorption now and downside action following open. Can we get one nuke at some point? Oh, getting a bit of a fall off now, aren't we? Let's see what's going on across the market. Yeah, I assume everything kind of looks the same. Just following Bitcoin's lead. Oh, it's a nasty candle on Sol, isn't it? So Sol actually came right into that region that I was just looking at earlier on, about half an hour ago or something. This region on Sol, which is obviously, if we go to the daily, the hourly, sorry, the hourly resistance zone. That's not a very nice hourly candle that Sol is forming either. So yeah. Oh, imagine if we fall off from here. Wouldn't that be a shame? Come on. Send Tom back down. Send Tom back down to give me a better entry. But yeah, I mean, I always think it's a bit nervy whenever we're building into the open, and whenever we're pumping into the open, I do think it's always a bit nervy. I mean, it's good to see a bit of low time frame volatility in it, but it's nothing really to shout home about, is it? Look at BNB. In other news, BNB over 1,000, 1,006 it got to. AVAX doing so well. The thing about AVAX is what you probably want to watch for if we do get a Bitcoin pullback is, if you look on, let's have a look at the 4 hour. On AVAX, we yet haven't had a back test of the breakout. So if we do get, at some point, a Bitcoin pullback, this area on AVAX could obviously be, great risk reward for, if we go to the daily, looking for obviously an SR flip, testing what was resistance and long time resistance, basically like 6-7 months for support. So that's something I'll probably be watching for on AVAX, is if we do, eventually, if we get some Bitcoin pullback that will, nuke altcoins before moving, deeply into Q4, then something like this may be of interest. something to obviously bear in mind. But at the moment, it's strong, 4% up. MNT is just relentless as well. Look at that thing, just absolutely relentless. The hourly candle, not looking great on Bitcoin. So yeah. Does CZ just fake market buy BNB? I have no idea. Well, we know that Binance buys some, don't we? Because Binance does it still do it? I don't know. It's quarterly buyback and burn. I imagine it does. But maybe maybe the Binance entity buys back more and just obviously doesn't burn it. But typically, they do the buyback and burn. But I don't actually know, to be fair. I mean, it's wild though, isn't it? It is wild how strong it is all the time. If we go into the weekly, consolidated for a good long while, didn't it? It was in a slight uptrend, but it did consolidate for a good long while. But I mean, look at that. October 2023, it was back at $200. And really, I mean, I don't know about anyone else, but I was asleep at the wheel here when looking at BNB, because I just didn't even notice at the time that it was just back testing all this weekly demand. And then obviously from there, it wasn't that long before it had done a 3x. Well, to be fair, yeah, it was like 10 months or something, but still, who cares? It's just in a relentless uptrend, and Bitcoin seems to have absorbed. It's absorbed most of that drop. Seems to have absorbed most of that drop, so. Surely, like, crypto can just go up forever. Countries can just get tethered to fake print billions every day and keep buying. Yeah, that is called fraud. Which, technically, I suppose you could just say countries just fake print fiat anyway. Which is true, yeah. But I mean, we don't really want Tether to do that. Whether they, I don't know. I would like to think not, because obviously. Tether could single-handedly just completely crash the whole market, couldn't they, if it ever started to depeg and went under. But yeah, I don't know if they would ever. I mean, Tether kind of wants to go legit, I imagine, because obviously it's kind of been frozen out of Europe, hasn't it? European exchanges on that side, and obviously it's not really welcomed in the US that much. Not banned, but not overly welcome. So I don't know if they would engage in that sort of activity, because yeah, that is fraud, isn't it? They make like 10 billion. Yeah, and you know what as well? They've got like 100 employees. This is the thing about crypto companies. They are such high efficient companies. So you got Tether printing, like billions and billions every year with 100 employees. Obviously it doesn't take a genius to work out the net profit on that is massive. You've got Hyperliquid, same kind of thing. I think Hyperliquid has less. I think Hyperliquid has about 15, doesn't it, or something? But obviously same kind of gig. All Pump Fun, I imagine probably small team as well. All these big printers, I don't know how many employees Circle has, because that's obviously like a public company and stuff in it. We could probably find out, but I imagine it might be more than Tether. But you know, all these crypto companies, what you notice the pattern is, doesn't have anywhere near the amount of employees as say banks or financial companies, but makes so much more money. Yeah, it's wild. The owner bought Juventus, really? Yeah. Oh wow. So who is the owner of Tether then? Who is the owner of Tether? What's his name? I didn't know that. So maybe see Tether on the front of Juventus shirts then, if it's not already. Yeah, I didn't know that they bought Juventus. Oh wow. I mean, suppose you got that much money, you can do whatever you want, can't you? Oh, Paolo Ardoino or Ardonio, something like that, innit? Oh right, okay. Yeah, I don't think he's the owner, but he's obviously he's the CEO of Tether now. He was the CTO or COO or something. But he also and Tether itself has obviously got the sister firm in BitFinex, kind of obviously, you know, one of the long-standing Bitcoin exchanges, and he actually works across both. But yeah, I imagine probably he's got a big stake in Tether. Simon Hurst, I have 1 Bitcoin. Is that enough? For what? Enough for what? I mean, you've got 1 Bitcoin. That's a great achievement. Yeah, you've got more Bitcoin than, you know, most people. Now, is it enough? You got to apply some context. You've got to apply some context. Is it enough for what? Ret. Do you mean retirement, Simon? Do you mean retirement, maybe? Potentially in retirement in 25 years. Bloody hell. I mean, we would like to hope so, wouldn't we? I think, you know, you could be, I suppose, depends how much money you think you need to retire. I suppose it depends on how much money you think you need to retire. But I mean, if Bitcoin obviously carries on its trajectory, you could be looking less than 25 years, couldn't you? You could be looking 5 years, 10 years. But in 25 years, I mean, you would obviously, if everything lines up as it should, in 25 years, you would think that Bitcoin might be in the millions by then. Yeah, the thing is though, you don't need to sell it, do you? All as one. You could just chip off some. So for instance, you know, in 10 years time or 5 years time, Bitcoin goes to 1 million. You could just sell 5% or 10% and then keep hold of the rest. And then, you know, obviously you might have to ride it out and stuff like that. But then, you know, say it then goes to 5 million, another 10 years down the line, whatever, you know, then you just chip off another 10% or 20%, whatever. Yeah, I don't know. But you could always, it depends what thing you're, but what I would say, Simon, is obviously having a look on the market and stuff like that. Just be kind of careful that you don't fall into the trap of giving away that Bitcoin and rotating it into like shitty altcoins, because that is obviously the trap that some people fall into. Obviously, I don't know whether you hold altcoins as well or what. And of course, it's not financial advice. You know, nothing on this channel is financial advice. But you know, sometimes the trap people fall into is, Bitcoin's only going to return this much X. Likely, you know, I need to rotate it into something that will return much more X. When in reality, we can see this cycle. You know, there's only a handful of coins, maybe more than a handful. You know, maybe like 10 inside the top 50 that have actually outperformed Bitcoin, when a lot of them have obviously done quite bad. Really, the mainstay is Bitcoin. Altcoins go through a lot of ups and downs. Now, obviously, you've got other ones. You know, you've got Sol, your ETH, whatever. But you know, everyone forgets that it was just a few months ago when ETH was $1.5 grand. So yeah, I don't know. For me personally, would I say it's enough to retire? in 25 years? Personally, for me, I would say it is for me to retire, but I don't know your expenses. I don't know your lifestyle and stuff like that. But for me, you know, it might be enough for you to retire in 5 years, 10 years, whatever, depending on obviously what your current situation is as well. You know, how much you've got left on your mortgage or whatever. But yeah, I mean, great job, superb job on getting 1 Bitcoin. Congratulations. You've got more Bitcoin than obviously most people. So it's something to be proud of. Big achievement. Just like I said, you know, try and not get, if you're a Bitcoin maxi or you're intending to hold this Bitcoin for retirement, whatever, try and not get dragged into the mindset of I need to rotate this into altcoins to earn more. Because like we've saw, you know, obviously for most of the time, altcoins don't outperform Bitcoin. And a lot of them obviously at like kind of 5-year lows, cycle lows. There's obviously some that are a lot higher, some that have, you know, outperformed, some maybe like ETH kind of close to its high of last cycle and haven't gone beyond. But, you know, generally, obviously altcoins have been poor performers, as in a basket of, you know, taking all of them into account. But yeah, I mean, well done, congratulations, and that, you know, that's a great thing to hear. Yeah, especially when altcoins are pumping, I'm not going to get sucked in. But that's the thing, innit? And you know, there's a lot of people, you know, that have done that, or, you know, obviously thought that they need to rotate out of Bitcoin into altcoins, and then obviously, you know, depending on what altcoins they are, they've took a massive dump and stuff like that, while Bitcoin is, you know, still relatively unscathed. So yeah, just keep it safe, man. Just keep it safe if it's for your retirement. That's all I'd say. But obviously, I don't know your situation, but I mean, we would like to think that it will be worth a couple mil in 5 years, wouldn't we? In 25 years. That's the idea. But yeah, thank you to everyone that's joined today. It's been great to host you all. It's been a great stream. Nice discussion, and not had that much volatility on Bitcoin, but we are obviously coming towards the end of the week. Got Friday tomorrow and then the weekend, so we'll see what we are given. But yeah, I think there's plenty of opportunity coming, moving into Q4. Can we get one final big Bitcoin opportunity, or maybe we could go up only from here? Who knows? But please do make sure, if you haven't, drop a like. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. If you're looking for anywhere to trade, links are in the description. We've got obviously our main, you know, big partner of Stonksy in BLOFIN, non-KYC. Obviously, we've also recently partnered with another non-KYC exchange in KCEX. There in the description. There is also BitUnix and Femex in there, the KYC. So yeah, thank you very much for joining. And of course, if you're not yet, come and join us at Stonksy. Links in the description. 35% off annual and lifetime plans. You get full indicator access, Discord access, trading bot access. But you can join it on a monthly plan as well if you want to. And yeah, I'll catch you all tomorrow for tomorrow's stream. Should be a good one. Round off the week. And have a great day. Rest of your night, whatever time it is. Bye-bye.